All right, people, my name is DJ Paco Rich. Today is Sunday. Yes, welcome to the YouTube channel. People watching from Nigeria, Kenya, those in UK. Yes, I've been receiving all your messages and all that. Germany, everywhere that you're watching. Kindly try and leave a comment in the conversation that we do. And also, you can send your views if you want to be on this show. You can just leave your name in the comment section or just tell me in the comment section. I really want to be on this show. The main reason why we are doing this show we call Travel and See. Today we are doing this episode in the United States of America, which is US. That is that we want people to have an idea how it is to travel, the hustling and the hard work these families out there go through before they are able to send us money. There are people that want to travel. They will go and see some connection man. They will tell them, say, hey, some American lottery, let me pay marriage. And this kind of fraudulent act. People are going through all these things. So today, I have one beautiful lady from Ghana, but she lives in the US. I will ask her the state that she lives in when she comes on air. And also find out the struggles they go through back there in the US. How she even got there. Was it a stowaway or she trekked to US? So, if you're watching me, how you doing?
I'm okay, thank you. And you?
I'm great. Welcome to the show. You prefer we do all in English or once in a while we can chip in some tree just for people to know
Yeah,
that we
once
are
a while.
Ghanaians. Yeah,
Okay, once a while we can do chi like yeah.
beautiful, beautiful. I must admit the internet in US is amazing, and there are some
Oh,
countries
really?
that sometimes you call them and all that, but I'm really enjoying the flow of your video. Thank you for that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Barbara, I am Paco
Mm-hmm.
Rich. I live in Ghana. I've only been
Mm-hmm.
to Kenya, Cote d'Ivoire, and Dubai. You've been in the heaven on earth, like Trini Jonas would say. You live in heaven on earth, glass and Kwa, United States of America. At which age did you leave Ghana?
Okay, so personally I was mostly traveling to like visit in the US since I was 12 years. So I was very familiar with like traveling to the US most of the time. But I did most of my schooling in Ghana. And then I left Ghana when I was 26 years. Yeah, 26 years to US finally. And then I've been here since I was 26.
So mainly, roughly, how many years have you lived in the States?
Yeah, let's say seven.
7 years.
Yeah.
Wow. So, what would you say life in US is compared to Ghana? Some of us, we down here, we feel like once you get to US, it is so easy that there is money on the street to pick. Your life has changed and everything. That's the perception that we have down here. I don't know
Uh-huh.
if there is something else that we do not know. I'll be glad if you can share with us. What is the difference between life in Ghana and life in US?
Okay, first of all, the life here in Ghana, in US and in Ghana, there is some amount of difference. Okay, aside the cold and then, the weather. I think things here are more structured. Things here are more organized compared to Ghana. When it comes to living, educational, like health and all that, I can say here is more easier than it is in Ghana. Yes, and also we still life in Ghana too is fun compared to here. When it comes to the
Okay.
fun side, I would prefer Ghana to America because in Ghana, you can. call off work and then you can be at home if you're sick and you still get paid. But
I see.
in America, if you're paid by the hour, I mean, when when you are sick, if utiya wo yakra na, you want to go to work because
Yeah,
you don't want to lose that hour, okay?
yeah,
But in Ghana, when you say utiya wo ya, what's the supervisor? Oh, me say me ya, maybe say okay for doctor's report, but you still get paid at the end of the month.
yeah.
But here, I mean, you are living on the hour. So if you don't go to work, I mean, that is one of the things I don't really like here. Like, you always have to push yourself to get to some extent. You understand?
Yeah,
Yeah.
rain or
So,
shine.
yeah, rain or shine, you have to be at work, especially if you're not even driving. It's worse. If it's snowing, if it's raining, you have to take the bus. You have to use most of your money for transportation. It becomes very difficult. Yeah. But aside that, when we are talking like infrastructure, we are talking of like living conditions. To me, I think life in not just America but overseas, like first world countries, is much easier than it is in our country.
Well, beautiful submission you have there. There is one question that I would like to ask because you brought in the job bit. Mostly, we have the mindset, or I mean, we are told that it doesn't matter the kind of school you go. I mean, after all the schooling that you go to Ghana, you attend in Ghana, you get to US, and your certificates there is, excuse me to say, it's trash. Like for example, you went to a nursing school in Ghana and you think you can get to US and just get a hospital and start working on people. They will tell you you have to clean the toilet or something. Um, is that how the story is in US, or it's a different thing?
Okay, so based on what you're saying, in some extent, it can be true, but not necessarily like cleaning the toilet. But to me, I think when you travel, or in every stage of life, you
Yeah,
need to start from a point. Do you
yeah.
understand? So if you even if how do I call it? Even if I come to US, let's say if I travel to a place, okay, before I get familiar with their system, I need to go through a process.
I see.
Yes. So somewhere like America, you can just get up to work. You need like certification. You need like an approval to work. Okay. So even I always say that even the cleaners here need like some kind of approval, which is their tax ID or their work permit. So if you don't have all these things, you cannot work. Do you understand? And even if you have them, okay, some professional jobs like being a nurse, being a doctor, being an engineer, you need certification, you need a license. So you have to go through that process. And in going through that process, you cannot just stay and do nothing. You need to find something to do. That is why maybe people come and they start to clean, they start to do like um, menial jobs, okay, just to get them whatever license they're looking for.
I get your
Yes.
point. Yeah. And there is one thing we also are a bit confused about. Mostly people tell us that with UK, I mean in UK, when you are there and you don't have your documents intact, your life is at risk. I mean, you can be deported anytime, but not like US. US, you can stay there for like let's say even 10 years. So far as you don't get yourself into some trouble, you can actually go without the rightful documents or the permits that you need to live there. Is that the case?
Yeah, I've heard people say that, and I don't know much about UK, but with my friends, like with conversations with friends, okay, I think I have heard what you're saying. I've heard something like that, but from my not experience, but from what I have heard from people, okay, and what I have observed, okay, I think life in US without a document. it's a bit easier. I mean, it's much easier than it is in UK because with here, I think the American government, in some extent, embraces immigrants, even though like the processes of becoming a permanent resident is a bit cumbersome, or it's a bit lengthy, or it's a bit troubling. Like, you know, I think living here, if you don't have a document, if you are doing the right thing, if you're not doing anything illegal, if you are um I mean, if you are staying within your boundaries, I think it should be okay. Yeah, I mean, that's what I believe, like it is here in America.
I see. Also, there is this kind of deals that goes on in Ghana. Mostly people have the mindset that once you get married to an American woman, automatically
Mhm.
you find your ways in New York, you find your ways in Atlanta, you find your way in whatever the state is. Is that the case? Is that an automatical entry that once you get married to an American citizen, you have your way in America?
Okay, are you talking based on the fact that the person is in another country coming to
Let's
US,
say
or is
the
in
guy is
US
in
married?
Ghana. The guy is in Ghana. So mostly you find a guy who lives in Ghana becoming so humble to a lady who lives in US because he knows that the dream or the motive or the goal is to get to US. So even when the lady is misbehaving and all that, they'll stay as humble as they are, because they feel like, no, once I get married to this woman, automatically I can gain entry to the US. Is it that easier that once you get married to a woman in the States, but the next thing you earn yourself a US visa?
Okay, I don't think that is the case because the US entry or becoming a permanent resident or entering the US, even if you're a visitor, is like the process, you have to go through a process. So getting married to an American citizen also requires a process, which you have to go through Homeland Security. You have to like go through a whole lot of process to get your stay. Okay, so it's not like an easy entry. You have to be approved by United States Citizens and Immigration Services, USCIS. You have to be interviewed by them for them to find it fit or believe in your marriage. Okay, so it doesn't really guarantee. I know people who were denying entry even though they were married to US like citizens. So it's not like 100% approval. You need to um how do I say, it's like a test. You need to pass that test.
I see.
So if you don't pass that test, I mean, they're not gonna let you enter. They can deny you. You can try several times. I mean, until they think, okay, whatever story you are giving them or whatever document they are seeing, is really true, that the marriage is not false. The marriage is not sham. I mean, definitely they will approve you.
I see. Let me also throw in this question. It is more of the home setting here. In Ghana, the man gets up, goes to work, and then spends all the time there, comes home. I mean, I'm not saying all the Ghanaian women living here do not work. Most of them are also working class, but you have a large section of them living at home. And so the man has to go look for daily bread, come home, and feed the family. So mostly you find the men controlling the house, or I mean, making very top decisions in the house. But from what we've heard, US, it's not like that. When you live in a house with your wife, both of you all have to contribute to pay rent. Not in Ghana, that there is no way you can ask your wife to pay rent when you've been married to her, or that those kind of thing. How true is that story?
Okay, so living here with a partner, I think is a great deal because rent here is expensive. Or buying a house here, you need to pay mortgage. And then working, if you have kids, of course, you need to schedule among yourself how to go about taking care of the house. Yes, in Ghana, I mean, women or in Africa, women are not really obliged to take care of some responsibilities unless both parties agree to actually take care of those responsibilities. They want to do 50-50, 60-40, or whatever. Here, I know some families who have agreed that, okay, the woman takes care of the rent, the man takes care of the food, or like something like that. Okay. I think it's an individual thing. Some men I mean, some African men in America are okay helping their wives or their family like almost 60% of the time. Others also feel, okay, my work is not in, I'm not working, I'm not gaining enough, so we can do 50-50. All right. So to me, yeah, that perception of approach, a man on a man manage it, it is there. It really exists. But I think it is because of the bills that's involved, the whatever that like cost of living here is much expensive, and like you have to do if you're doing hourly job. I mean, sometimes you don't get the hours. If the man has to do everything, it's gonna like burden him so much. And I think all these causes a lot of stress and mental issues and all that. So if you have like parties, if you have a partner who is ready to help, I think yes, it's here because of the in like in short, it's here because of the living condition or the way of life here.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, point well made. If you just joined the feed, this is Travel and See, and then we are bringing this to you all the way from the United States of America. Our host, our guest today is Barbara. Barbara, which state are you? I forgot to ask that.
Oh, currently I'm in Illinois.
Come again.
Illinois.
Okay, that is not so popular here. We are used
Okay,
to
so
the
you
the
all know Chicago.
Atlanta, Chicago, the New
Okay, so
York.
all right, so
You know.
Chicago is the city, and then
Okay.
Illinois is the state. Just like
Oh,
we have New Jersey, New York. Like New Jersey is the state, and then which part of New Jersey can I? Okay, Newark is more popular. So
okay.
Newark is a city in New Jersey. Yeah, so I'm in Illinois.
Okay, great one. Now let's come to the real issue. Why is it
Hmm.
that your family here in Ghana, we
Uh-huh.
keep praying for you, those that we have witchcraft, we support you with the witchcraft. Then when we ask you to send money, you'll be giving us excuses. Why? There is a lot of money in
Okay.
America, and that is what we expect
Uh,
you to do. You should be sending us money. MTNCN.
okay, so yeah, people think the moment you come to America, what's your haban pena daniska? And I say, what platform? No way niska. And I say, okay, grocery shopper, you can just take money. But it's not the case, okay? People do work hard. People work 12 hours, 16 hours to get that money. Trust me, 12 hours, 60. Imagine you're being paid $15 an hour. The mistake Ghanaians or Africans are back home do is they convert the money to our local currency, which makes it look so much. But in real sense, over here is not much. Because imagine if I'm paying a rent of 1,002 a month, okay, $1,002 a month. I am paying light bill. Light bill goes up when the weather changes.
Okay.
I pay phone bill for myself. I pay life insurance or health insurance.
Yeah.
I pay car notes. I pay for my car. I even feel Ghanaians are richer than those in America.
Well, anytime you
Because
say
if
that,
I'm
we tell you to come back home. If you think Ghanaians
yes,
here
I
are richer than.
understand that. I have an iPhone 12. Every year, iPhone releases, okay?
Yeah.
I can go to T-Mobile and then buy on contract. So I pay $12 or $10 or 15 or $20 every month until I'm done paying for this phone.
Oh, I
Okay.
see.
But in Ghana, Obi best sorry, I come $10,000 at top phone cash, not
Yeah.
in installment. Who is rich? No, who is rich?
Yeah, relatively, you can say we are rich, but the person that, the
Exactly.
Ghanaian that will buy that phone like that, Charlie, therefore, or
Okay.
just say
Let's use a
sometimes you get some boyfriend with Charlie, they are.
okay, let's use the car.
Yeah.
The car you are using, you didn't pay in installment.
No, 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 no.
Yes, here you can go and lease a car and use. You can lease a car and use. You don't have to pay for maintenance once you are leasing the car.
Oh,
Yes, you can go and buy a car and pay and like strike a deal of payment. In Ghana, maybe yachimu miensa ama o. Tiawe, tiawe, tiawe. Within 3 months, you're done paying
no, no,
if you
Ghana,
have
you
good
check
job.
BBM Waho. There's no way they're going to split anything. You have to pay outright no,
Okay, you
and
have
get
to
your car.
pay. Maybe you don't have money and you have a car dealer friend. Obetumi achimu ama o, anaa meboa.
Yeah,
Yes, okay. Here you don't have we only car dealer, who a car dealer friend, call the company name.
yeah,
So how are you gonna split it? I
yeah.
mean you cannot split it. You have to pay. So you have to go. They go by credit. So credit, yeah, fine. They can help you. You can pay in installments and install maybe every month if you out here $200. Cause the time I'll be your car maybe.
I see. All
Do you
right.
understand?
Thank
And
you
then me, I
for
feel that
that
people in
enlightenment.
yeah.
But one more
So
thing
I
I
feel
also,
people in
okay, finish up.
I feel people in Ghana are more, your friend is saying, how do I call it? More richer. Because after paying all these things I'm paying, okay, imagine maybe, at the end of the month, I'm paying almost 3,000 for all my bills.
Yeah,
Then my mom, I have to take care of my mom back home. I have to support one or two family members. So imagine say me support your money now. At the end of the month, if my salary is $5,000, in example,
yeah,
even that 5,000, nurses, any people with skilled work, no money has 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, eight
yeah,
thousand, 10,000. Uh-huh. If yes, I'm a skilled worker and I'm gaining like I have like 5,000 a month. I have to pay like almost 2,000 for my bill. Okay, and then I have to give money to Ajoa Mansa at home. I have to give my mom money. I have to give my brother money. At the end of the month, can I say no? But family is also expecting me to come and do something at home.
yeah,
How do I do something at home? If I'm paying a bill of 2,000 here, taking care of my family, and at the end of the month, I'll be spending like let's say $1,005 with them, okay? And
yeah.
then how much am I left? Imagine I have kids. If I should involve my kids, bills alone will go as high as 3,000.
And your move
So
blow,
I'm left with nothing.
and your move blow,
Exactly.
and your boy gets move blow. Now move bless one
Yeah,
move
bruh.
fear. Move black move
If
fear.
you know there, if you know there, that's the truth. But the thing is, we coming home, what's the assurance of a job? What's the assurance of finding something
And
to
see,
do?
that is what should let you know that we were we there here, we there suffer. See, Ghana, you might have a job in Ghana, but we don't work in hours like you people do. So just imagine somebody spends almost like you go to work like 8 a.m., come home around 5 p.m., and the person is paying,
Mm-hmm.
let's say, 600, let's say $100 for a month.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine what can you do with that? You
Yeah,
understand
I
the
have worked in
condition.
Ghana before.
Yeah, people are
I
taking
have,
as
yeah,
low
I've
as
worked in,
300 CDs, 400 CDs, 500 CDs a month. And money
yeah,
that you
I
can
believe that.
make in a day, they are making it in a whole month. So sometimes, well, I'm not saying you guys have lots of money, but sometimes you should understand them. Our system here is bad. It is worse. It is, I don't know, now that we have the e-levies and those stuffs, then everything's scattered. But anyway, well understood on that point. Let's go to another topic because we have a whole lot to touch about. Religion. Religion. Religion is a big deal here in Ghana, that to the extent that you find people going to church from Monday to Sunday. To my best of knowledge, I'm told that Jesus is a white man, so I believe Jesus lives in America. So how come Americans or people living in America are not religious than we that live in Ghana? Do you go to church all the time? Is it a compulsory? Is it a must to be in church every Sunday?
Okay. With living here, when it comes to religion in this part of the world, I would say it's not a must. Not that it's not a must, but conditions will not allow you go to church every Sunday, or conditions will not allow you to go to the mosque every Sunday, or some kind of something like situations will not even permit you to actually go to your place of worship. But one thing I have noticed or I have come to believe is, the moment you travel, you have a whole set of mind, a change of mind about religion. Yes, in Ghana, we believe religion is sitting in the church, sitting in a building, yes, the Bible said that where two or more are gathered, he is there. But again, no, two or more are gathered. No, you cannot always have it in a place like a foreign country, especially if you are an hourly worker, when you have to go to work every weekend or every other weekend or something.
I see.
Yes. And if you want to go to church every Sunday, which schedule are you going to use? Are you going to use your own schedule, or you're going to use the schedule of your employer?
Yeah.
And if you always want to choose that, okay, you go to your boss, you're like, okay, boss, I cannot do every Sunday. Can you give me? So who should fill in for every Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can opt for every other weekend is there. You can do, at least you can get to go to church every other weekend. I personally go to church on weekdays too. So if I can go on Sunday, I can go on Thursday. I can go on another day. If I cannot go to church at all, there are platforms. Online churches. Thank God Corona came. People are more conversant with the online churches. It does work. God is everywhere. So now, in America, what people do is, whilst they work, they have Bluetooth on, listening to some preaching or some online prayer lines. Before Corona came, we already had this system where we had a phone number you can call. There are a lot of people on praying. You can join. Okay, I remember when I came to America, when I decided to come and stay, and how do I say it? My mom will call and I will call, sorry. And I'm like, no, sorry, sister Ghana. Oh, they be every time say me call, sorry, no. Me wage you me them call. Who pay you do like that kind of thing. Yes, and at a point I got irritated, so I stopped calling her on Sunday because come on, I cannot go. I cannot stay home. Maybe crano, ejumane crano na at that day, Sunday, and crano me hours near the posture.
Yeah.
Yes, and of course, if I don't work, I will not eat. I will not pay for bills. How do I tend to live?
Yeah.
Yes. So that is the whole thing. So after Corona, when Corona came, I think 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, I called her and she was like, okay, sorry. I'm like, oh, now so they only also was say they are sorry, they mean say online cry, yeah, to me. I'm like, hey, those days me catch her was say me call online. I'm sorry, say I sorry, man, I sorry when they online. So you see, we are in this part of the world, we got so used to this online thing. So I would say church religion in if you are an African and you are so religious in Africa, when you come here, things begin to change for you. You cannot, the Muslims are sometimes more fortunate, they can pray anywhere.
Yeah.
They can just go to the a place and then do 5 minutes of their prayers. And I think Christians too can do same. Praying doesn't mean you have to be loud. You can do it in your head, in your thoughts. You can thank God in your thoughts. You can
Yeah,
say some the Lord's Prayer from your mouth. I mean, the Catholics will recite their rosary of head. I mean,
yeah,
it all depends on you. I mean,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, most of the times we've seen our Ghanaian pastors and church owners. I call them church owners because some are seen as businesses here and all that. As
Mm.
they extort money from us so much. Do you sow seed in America? Do you pay tithes in American? Do you go for like 4 rounds of collections on Sundays in American? How do you worship there? How do you give back to God in America? I mean, we've been
Okay.
made to believe here that if you don't give offerings and all those things, you won't prosper. And that is why we are suffering. So, people in America, and I'm asking, since you guys are doing so well, is it that you are giving more tithes than we do, or you are sowing seeds, or you are buying private jet for your pastors and all that? That is the belief we have here in Africa. What is the story? What is the picture in the United States of America?
Okay. First of all, um, pastors in Ghana or Africa are very fortunate because to me, I think somebody can just get up and say, me de me dan we che asore no. Me de me land we che asore no. Me ma, I'm giving this to this church. I'm giving that to that church. But in America, sometimes if you're not lucky, obekwa asore kra no, you can only have 10 people at church, especially if it's a starting church. Yes. And fine, you can make demands, but you should know how to make demands.
I see.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't believe in churches. I personally go to a Ghanaian church. Okay. So if you the sophomore, if you are not powerful or like if your service does not touch people, you will not have people coming.
I see.
And nyame akoma say obi mbra, obi ama. Aside the maybe
It is not about the miracles and the stunts done in the churches there, but it is just about the word that will attract people. I mean, in America,
yeah,
or you need to do a
yeah,
lot
there are
of miracle
miracles
to get
here.
people.
In America, if you base your church on miracles and prophecies, ubegu wa sorry no, because the moment another person more powerful than you, obeko to the next person.
I see.
So the most churches that stand here are the like Methodist, Presby, Pentecost, and all that. So
Which church do you
the
attend anyway, if I may ask?
Okay, personally, because of the distance, so I go to one of the Ghanaian church close. It's like a pastor who is coming up. It's Glorious in Time International.
Okay.
I mean, he has branches in like some part of the state. Yes,
Okay.
yeah. So churches here. So far with the church I go, so for no any demands or no because of for you. Sometimes you only say be for you $20. And I say,
twenty
yes, if
dollars
you
in the
wish an
check
account.
issue. Mommy call line check issue.
Oh, $20, they say 160 or say 180 or say 140 or something.
But Ghana do the that or something to be all cry that why see the other mom no major. They ball. Charlie,
Uh-huh.
that is
No,
150 Ghana city. So you don't be small body for Ghana here to go to
no,
church
but also it
and
has
give
you know,
150 cities.
if I can braid my hair for $200
Yeah.
and then also for some man $20, tell me yeah, she and
Oh, so you braid your hair for $200.
yeah, braiding in America is expensive. I can braid depending on the length of your hair. They can charge from 150 to 200. If you can charge it 400.
Wow, that's like almost 1,005 Ghana cities.
Exactly. Uh-huh. And since I make call so I
Hey,
for stay.
and I'm not black.
Mommy $20. Yeah, bruh. Me say I've gone natural since I've been here. I do my own hair, but
Miss
I
V,
cannot
what's it?
braid.
We're a natural girl. Let me tell
I
you a
can
funny
help
story.
you.
Let me tell you a funny story.
Okay.
I have a brother in the States, and he lives in
Uh-huh.
Atlanta. And anytime that he comes home, first thing at the airport, Charlie, you go fit carry me go any hair salon, make I go shave my hair. Like I said, I will took when you are traveling, you are coming to Africa, you didn't shave your hair, so we there, let's go. This guy will go and shave. And when he's going back to, he will make sure he shaves his hair there. So you are now giving me the vibe, say, it's almost about 3,000 cedis for him to shave in and out. So then it's better he does that in Ghana. And I think recently he told me that his wife is doing the shaving these days. And in other communities, if you have a friend who is also good in braiding, sometimes you help yourself out. She does it for you at a
Exactly.
lower rate and all
You
that.
also do, yeah.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah.
And your
Uh-huh.
mobile
Nti me
pa.
must offer $20. Ah, me must
Yeah,
offer $20.
she.
Yeah, she. Because
I
we
see.
will miss me
But
say me come
I
me
bet you when you
PC
come
like
to
this.
Ghana here, you won't give Pastor $20. You will convert it and
Oh,
slap it
why
down.
not?
I will buy Ghana,
No,
I'll
if
so for $20.
send me back Ghana and then currently now suffer say me bar for it and I'm doing $20 here. I should be able to do $20 in Ghana.
Mommy, I'm telling you, about first 2 weeks in I'll bet $20. We try to smart, I'll bet $20 also. We catch it.
Oh, the problem is the conversion.
Yeah,
So
man.
some of my software I'll prefer to put it in dollars.
Yeah, man.
I'll just put in $120 or $110 notes. That will make it easier for me.
Well, I think we would have to make your session part 1 and 2 because there are a whole lot of issues, topics to cover, but I really want to waste much of your time. We've done almost about 36 minutes. I hope you've enjoyed
Oh wow.
your time here.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so definitely we would reschedule and have a part 2. The part 2 is going to be on the streets. On the streets means we're going to talk about things that people hardly talk about. For
Okay.
example, most Ghanaian women, the least issues they have with their husband and all that, they refuse to give them sex. Because when your husband in American forces his way to give you sex or have sex with you, you can call the police for him, right? But then when you come
Yeah.
here in Ghana and your husband wants to sleep with you and you refuse, and he goes to tell your mother, not even his mother, your mother, you know you are in trouble, right? So we'll talk
That's
about
true.
that in the next episode. It'd be nice speaking to you. It'd be nice having you on the show. If you have any last words to share with anybody here back home, anybody watching you from any other country, you can do that.
Okay, so I want to encourage my fellow Africans that I mean it's good to travel. Yes, I will not say it's bad. Obi Obeka say utu kwanya obre. Yes, obre will move, but it has to so like I think things are on like on the cool for us sometimes. All I'll say is, I mean, they should just use the right means to avoid stress. I mean, if they want to use connection, up to them, but na say sika ho nya yɛ den. Nti no, if you can get $10,000 for connection, use that $10,000 to do something back at home. Than I mean to come here and then because connection man beju 10,000. Also ba we say okay, we be in krata. And also we say we take another $20,000. It's $30,000 na ekono. We be a factory or Ghana and
And I mean, 30K. Yeah, Radi Yakupo, Ekroba. Me check the
yeah,
Japan. Me
so
kunkunsa.
mhm. Yeah, so
So,
they should find, yeah, they should just find a good means and then like at least when you're appreciative of where you are, you can do something
sure.
good.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well advised, well taken. So anyone that is watching this video, I spoke to Barbara. She lives in the US. She's been there for 7 years now. Would you mind putting what you do there out, or you want it to be private.
I want it to be private.
That's right. That's right. So we respect that a lot. And then she's a wonderful woman. She's not a mother now. You're single.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm sure some guys are watching it. Charlie, the woman fire
Eh,
you. The woman fire you. Mommy, please start disturbing her. Start disturbing her that she should get a husband now. I believe the African mothers, they know how to do it. I'm sure mommy has started already. But
no, no,
then
no.
I'm
My
not
mom,
only
she's not
included
like that.
to
Oh, my mom, just that.
so, but why are you rejecting them? They are coming. Because you can't tell me they are not coming. They are coming. And American member now only
Oh,
sure that needs to buy inside.
it being your correct.
Ah, if you have for this super, if you have for this super, and
Oh,
I
Debbie, oh,
show,
Debbie.
yeah, mafia.
Oh, they've not shown me yet.
Hey, they don't show you pepper yet.
No, 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 no,
But
no.
then you are not being fair to us. You've not experienced anything, but then you are criticizing us. You should be
Oh,
experienced
tell
before
me.
you can.
I've heard. So,
Oh, remember the way who nyasem and don't base your on things
America,
that you've
remember,
seen.
no, omu bottom, the
Eh,
omu are very particular.
ah, did you just say that American men no, they don't pay like they don't take care of women?
Oh, some do. Don't get me wrong, some do,
But
but
majority do not do.
some of them, oh, they are another
Oh
topic.
no no no! Feel free say it because I want to give you some gist to be.
Oh, some do. Some are very generous. That's
But
true.
majority
But
are chisel.
just like Ghana, it be a good. It be so dear. Some are good. Some are actually if I say or pe wo dear credit. Man she obe di wo dear di we dear na be di wa down for account. It's no I care.
Let me tell you something. This same Ghanaian member you said they do not pay. Say do Christmas, but that girls two na channel. Two girls fighting for one burger. Because when they come here on Christmas, I'm a show. The burgers when they
Omo
come here
show
for
because
Christmas, I'm a show. Ah, no, I'm bad that here boys.
omo
So
show because
once they come here, we
omo
are
na
weak.
ne
They'll take all our girls.
omo show because omo na ne $1,000 obetumi aye
Then say Musu Kra
baby.
Muji Akesi. Me say you guys they take blog for them.
Me ni mo bi a ɔno ɔware your friend is saying ni na ne boyfriend wɔ US ɔmo yɛ wedding wɔ Ghana even said the money would change is a lot. The wedding was so luxurious, you understand, it was so much
Yeah.
luxury nti onim sɛ o me kunu abɛware me afei yɛde ne baayɛ no baby a ne kunu te koraa wayɛ shock.
He shock up. He shock
Yeah,
you.
it shock am
He
because
shock
if
up.
you can do like a big wedding, nice decoration,
Yeah.
expensive, almost 50,000 Ghana cedis, Hey, and I'm a babrocha. What the some a
Man try
crasia
bill.
like whether the living condition crowd or Ghana cry is better than where you
Better.
brought me.
Wow, wow,
Yeah, so
wow. That's what it is. But anyway, thank you for your time. And the guys who are
thank you
watching, who
too.
are eyeing Barbara, please. She's not searching, and I'm giving wrong information.
Maybe I will meet your friend is Bill Gates about so the Bill
Eh,
Gates at
eh,
first
eh,
hand.
eh. Also, okay, to guys who are eyeing Barbara, the requirement is to be a good man, to have a good character, to be a good Christian, God fearing, and to have some good pockets. Because Charlie,
It's
poverty no good.
necessary.
Poverty no good, cry. All right,
Who
Barbara, it's been
can
wonderful, wonderful having you on the show. I've really enjoyed every bit, every moment of your conversation, and I'm sure people will love it. Thank you so much for taking that time of your busy schedule in America to,
Sure, thank
grant
you.
me this interview. I'm really, really grateful. Thank you. And surely we'll do the part two. Anytime you're ready for the second edition, just let me know. I'll be at your disposal.
Okay,
All right. Thank you so
no problem.
much. Thank you
Sure,
so
thank you.
much. Oh, so it's been me and Barbara on the show Travel and See. Today, this is the first edition that came all the way from US. We'll be bringing you other interviews from other parts of the world. But for now, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and if you are in another country living overseas and you would like to have a conversation with me, just let me know. I'll send you my WhatsApp number. You give me a call, then I'll put you on. Thank you for watching. I'm